everyone, Renee here. So predictably, this video is all about my favorite picks for the Sephora VIB sale. I've got all the sale information for you, which starts today for Rouge members, but I will put all that info in the description box. So this time I have a tight selection for you, what truly stood out to me and what I've loved using. You know, I haven't done that many videos this year, so this gives me an opportunity to talk about some favorite formulas that I haven't had a chance to yet. One of my favorite skin indulgences this year is from Tata Harper, the Radiance mask. This is part of her new Superkind line, which seriously every single formula I've tried from this line so far since the beginning of this year has just been amazing. So this line is designed for sensitive skin or anyone who just doesn't want all those essential oils in their skincare. So these are all fragrance free. So this is really kind of a unique exfoliating mask and probably one of the gentlest that I've tried. They tend to be usually pretty strong. And the texture of this is unlike anything I've tried before. This is not your typical gel or clay-based exfoliating mask. This actually feels like a very luxurious balm mask. So this contains lactic acid, prebiotics, but also it's very hydrating. Its base is D-glycerin, but also it's got the calmers and the soothers. It's calendula, chamomile. In fact, it just feels so comforting when you're applying it because it's got that thick, rich balm texture. You just massage it on your skin until you see it turning milky. And once that happens, you just leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. There is absolutely no tingling, there's no redness, there's no inflammation, no irritation. In fact, it almost feels a little too good. I feel like I could leave this on my skin overnight even. And it rinses off completely clean, which is again wonderful for a balm texture or balm-like mask, because a lot of times it doesn't entirely rinse off clean, but this does. Your skin is basically left feeling super soft, moisturized, hydrated. There are times I don't even feel like I need anything after. Do not sleep on the softening cleanser, by the way, which unfortunately I couldn't bring with me on my travels because it's too heavy, but it is like a luxury version of the cleansers that I love so much. The non-foaming, gelish kind of emulsion texture cleansers that are really gentle but still do the job. A new treatment for the eyes that I have been loving is this one from Estee Lauder, their Advanced Night Repair Eye Concentrate Matrix. I really haven't experienced anything in the Advanced Night Repair range that has been disappointing. In fact, this is a reformulation of the Eye Concentrate Matrix that they had previously, and I think this is just, actually it's better packaging and better application. Another one of the things that I love about the Advanced Night Repair range is that they do keep on improving with skincare to more advanced technology. So I feel like these do just get better and better. The serum is still, it's an icon at this point. This is a hard worker, like their facial serum, and is very much focused on targeting the different signs of aging that can happen around our eyes. So loss of firmness, fine lines, puffiness. I love the applicator on this. I just use this directly to massage under my eyes. I don't care. And it is the perfect, first of all, it's very cooling and it retains that coolness, and it's just the right size where I feel like you can get in a good micro massage around your eye area. I can even feel the fluids moving. I definitely have a puffiness problem in the morning when I wake up. So when I use this, I can feel the fluids moving around. I can hear, things are getting disrupted under here. Also, even though the texture of this isn't really heavy, it's quite silky, this is quite an intense moisturizer as well. This is substantial. It really kind of stays around here and helps, plump out those fine lines. And concealer, makeup, everything works really well on top of it. In fact, it kind of gives this natural radiance around this area, but it's not glittery or anything like that. It's just from, I think, the formula itself and the way it just sits on top of the skin. And makeup is just really complemented by it. Everything looks so well moisturized and it's really hydrated and plumped out. This is something I'm definitely going to be replacing because I'm at the point where I'm really kind of like just trying to get the last bit out. One of my favorite moisturizers this summer is this one from St. Jane, their Hydrating Petal Cream. I just love formulas like this. It definitely has an air of a luxury about it, and even when you're applying it, it just feels really, really nice. Even the color, it's a natural sort of petal pink color. This is packed with just beautiful plant ingredients. Hibiscus is known in green beauty as being nature's retinoid, but this also has 500 mg of full flower CBD extract in it as well. So it's really calming. Also, it's got all the hydrators. There's literally, when I'm going through the Inkey list, there's like nothing in there I don't love. But what I really love about this is it is deceivingly lightweight in texture. So when you apply it, it's very light on the skin, but this is one of the more powerfully hydrating moisturizers. I mean, it's almost too hydrating, if that's even a thing. Like, nothing's too hydrating for me. But when I use this at night before I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, my skin still feels very hydrated. It holds everything in there for a long time, but it's that way during the day as well. It definitely makes your skin feel a little bit like a full sponge, and I'm here for that. This has a very, very slight and subtle jasmine scent from the extract in here, which, you know, it's one of my favorite smells ever. I've recommended this before during VIP sales in the past, but I kind of want to bring this up again, particularly for the size, and that is the SK2 Pitera Essence. This is the 75 milliliter bottle, which it's empty because I just finished the entire thing. It took me about 2 months. But the reason why I want to recommend it is this is actually the perfect size for someone who's just wanting to use it enough where you can see a change, where this will make a difference to your skin. You know, I recently did a video talking about the differences that I saw. So if you're someone who, you know, just wants to use it for a short amount of time and then maybe rotate back eventually or later, which is something I always do. I mean, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be on rotation for me. So instead of committing to a really big bottle, I would say this is enough for a couple of months where you can really get the most benefit out of it. And then move on. I personally am going to stick with it to now, so I'm already restocked. So Paula's Choice Clinical Discoloration Repair Serum. I have to apologize, this actually is one of the serums that I did bring with me traveling, but I just cannot find it right now. This is a really good and effective serum if you want to even out your skin tone. In fact, right now I did replace it with the Saatchi Skin Trifala, but that does tend to be a little more on the pricey side. So this, I would say, is probably the best, more affordable option. Like a lot of the Paula's Choice serums, the texture itself already, it just feels fabulous on the skin. It gives you pretty much a baseline of everything you need. It's hydrating, it's, you know, sort of plump. It just feels very comforting and comfortable, and it's soothing and all of that. Beyond that, it's got 3% tranexamic acid as well as 5% niacinamide, and it's also got bakuchiol in it. Another ingredient in here that I am loving is silymarin, which we all know from SkinCeuticals' Silymarin Antioxidant Serum that just came out. So I think if SkinCeuticals is putting their faith in it, then I think we're good. Silymarin isn't just a powerful antioxidant, but it's also been shown to have an effect on brightening the skin tone, on fading hyperpigmentation as well. This serum, in my experience, is really effective on more of the red marks that you get on your face. So any kind of unevenness that you get, any redness that I get, I have a lot of redness around, obviously, this area, the center of my face, but also if you have, post-inflammatory acne marks that are left over, this has the ability to just move it along faster, like help it fade faster than it usually would take. And if you use this in combination with something like vitamin C, then it all helps. A neck cream that I've liked using, and that's kind of difficult for me. I don't like the texture of a lot of neck creams. Pretty picky about this area because it can get really uncomfortable. But this one really works for me. So it's from Strivectin, their TL Advanced Tightening Neck Cream Plus. So this is already an upgraded version of another really popular neck cream that they had, which I actually hadn't tried. But this has a more advanced technology called the NIA 144 technology, which works to further strengthen the skin here, but also firm effectively the contours around the neck and firm the skin. But if you're someone who can see the creases appear when you are turning your neck, and they all kind of form. This is actually substantially moisturizing enough. It works to improve the elasticity of the skin around here, but also just to smooth out the appearance and just make it more moisturized so it doesn't have that sort of more dry effect of just creasing. A neck cream can honestly have all the technology, but if the texture isn't right, then I can't use it because, you know, this area actually is prone to a lot of milia. I also don't, it just feels uncomfortable when it's overly moisturized, and when there's something, when I can really feel something sitting on top of my skin, it becomes very sensitive and sometimes itchy. This, I feel like they nailed the texture. This is substantially moisturizing, which is something we need particularly during the colder, drier months. So it really kind of gets in there, and so that, like I said, your skin doesn't have all those visible crepiness and lines, but at the same time, it is not clammy. Like, you don't feel it sitting on top of your skin. It sinks in. I apply it from the bottom all the way to the end of my chin, and I apply it right around my jawline as well, because you want to firm this whole area up. And it's, you know, obviously great for prevention as well. It's Necessaire, and I want to talk specifically about their body oil. I love a body oil because what I usually do is right after a shower or when I get out from the bath, I just apply it all over my damp skin, and then I just lounge around in a terry cloth robe until it just sinks in. So if you are not rushing off after a shower and you have that time to just lounge around, body oil is the way to go. I mean, this one has no scent to it. So this has a blend of 5 oils that make it rich in omega-6, 7, and 9. It's also rich in antioxidants. So even if your skin wasn't damp and you were just applying it on your limbs, it absorbs fast. It's not greasy, invasive. It doesn't stay that way. It just kind of sinks into your skin and leaves it with a really beautiful kind of radiance that's not an oily radiance. It's just like your skin is glistening. One of my favorite sunscreens for body this year is from Supergoop, of course. Their Glowscreen Body SPF 40 with a PA of 3 pluses. This contains 18.6% zinc oxide, but you would never know it because there really is no white cast. In fact, it is such a flattering sunscreen, and it just really feels great to apply as well. But they did this so beautifully because you don't have a metallic look. You just have a very natural, healthy skin look on the body. This formula has a whole bunch of antioxidants in it as well, just to supplement the protection that you're going to get. But also, it's not heavy on the skin. It actually smooths everything out. It's almost like a primer for your skin, but yeah, no, really, really flattering. There always has to be something for the lips, and I've actually really been appreciating this one from Paula's Choice, their new hyaluronic acid and peptides lip booster with squalane. So this is part of their booster range, one of my favorite ranges in all of Paula's Choice, and they are a collection of concentrated treatments. So that's the way I see this treatment, as a lip serum, but a really nice, thick, glossy lip serum. I think if you're expecting a lip mask or a very occlusive, like almost Vaseline-like lip product, then this is not it. This is more of a treatment. This is a hyaluronic acid treatment to hydrate and plump out your lips, but also it's a peptide treatment. So it's a well-aging lip treatment because, you know, I hate to say it, this is one of the first place it begins to show. So peptides help to keep your lips firm and, you know, prevent loss of volume. I mean, it's not one of those treatments that's going to give you more volume in your lips by, you know, like irritating it slightly or anything like that, but it's certainly going to help you prevent, or it's going to prevent loss. So, you know, we don't want these to deflate or anything. So that's what I love about this treatment. So don't expect this to be one of those overnight sleeping masks. In fact, not to get super extra here, but I will say that my lips do get very painfully dry. And during times like that, I think a layering approach is a very good one. I think an approach where you exfoliate, which I just use my face exfoliators. If you exfoliate and maybe you apply a serum like this, and then before you go to bed, apply a lip sleeping mask. So again, I find the texture of this to be just so comforting and soothing. Plus the applicator helps a lot as well. This is a really cooling applicator, and it just makes the whole experience a very nice one. This is like a heavy glossy serum that just stays on your lips. It's like putting honey on your lips, or a honey lip product, which, you know, I love as well. So I want to talk about mascara that I have been exclusively using since I've needed to wear mascara again in the beginning of the year. And it's this one from Ilia, their Limitless Lash Mascara. For me, I need all the help I can get. I need volume. I need the length. I also need it not to smudge, because the way my eyelids are, just the way my eyes are, maybe how I blink, everything smudges. So I'm very limited to what I can use. I mean, even waterproof mascara smudges because, you know, they're waterproof, not necessarily oil proof. This, not only does it not smudge, not even in the summer heat, but also it adds length and it adds volume. It has one of the best applicators, wands I've experienced, so that everything is separated, non-clumpy. The teeny tiny, really short lashes are taken care of, as well as the longer ones. So I'm not using anything else but this right now. So that's it. I don't actually have a bunch of gift sets. That may be something I do later on, but just right now, I'm not quite inspired. I'm feeling like a lot of the gift sets this year look exactly the same as the ones from previous years. I mean, which is fine, but I just feel like I'm being a little redundant. So I hope you don't mind that I didn't include them this year. It was more about me sharing with you some things that I've been really enjoying, which I haven't had the chance to do. So I hope you enjoyed this, and you know, if you need the details again for the sale, it's all in the description box down below. Meanwhile, happy shopping. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye!